What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we're back again for another episode review of American Horror Story season. What is this? Girl, I don't remember what season this is. I just know it's delicate, okay? Episode 7. I will say, and it was called Hestia. Okay, let me tell you something. Out of all the episodes so far, this was the better episode because it literally gave us a backstory as to what is all this going on. We knew it was some type of little cult thing that's going on, but we trying to figure out where do these people come into play, who is this, who is that. Now I will tell you, they got me at the end because I thought Siobhan was about to pop up. All right, when that girl had that thing covered up and she was like, who is her? Girl, I was like, who is her? But anyway, so we get up into the episode, and again, it's giving a little backstory, right? First of all, the episode really wasn't that long. It was like only 38 minutes compared to the 40-some minutes that it usually be. But, you know, this was completely a backstory as to how this cult situation came to be. Some of the characters came to be. And we find out who is connected to who, okay? Because remember, the whole time I'm sitting here like, does Dexter know what's going on? Is he a part of it? What's going on? Like, we couldn't really tell. But we found out in this episode. So basically what wound up happening is we go back to, I think, like 42 AD. Now, at first, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. And I know somebody might feel some type of way about this, but girl, they had this lady up in there in a barn giving birth up in the manger and all that stuff. I said, hey, in the middle of the barn. Girl, I had to go back and look at the look at the time, because I said, is that supposed to be, what y'all trying to tell us? Is this supposed to be some biblical stuff? I know that ain't supposed to be Mary. No, girl, it was 42, which means after death of Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, okay, because we're not going to play those type of games, all right? But girl, we see this girl up in there giving birth. All right, at least she trying to give birth, and she couldn't push them babies out. First of all, we only thought that it was one baby. As small as she looked, it looked like it was just one baby, right? She wound up getting a knife or something that was next to her, and she stabbed her womb open. I said, all in the name of trying to have these kids for what? And this is back when there really was no anesthesia. There was no, medication to knock you out. There was no real doctors around to really sew you up and make sure you don't get an infection or anything like that, or you won't die from bleeding out the way that, that whole situation was going on. Girl, do you know, she cut her stomach open. She pulled one of the babies out, and then another one popped her hands up and all that stuff. I said, excuse me. Now, see, this is where it got spoiled for me right at the beginning before we found out exactly who them twins were. Because I had the subtitles on. And when she had the baby, laying on her chest or whatever, and they was cooing and crying or whatever, the subtitle was like Sonia and Adelaide. I said, or Adeline, whichever one you want to call her. I said, oh, no wonder why old girl keep on saying that the girl looked like her. And that picture came into play when all of them was at the bar taking that picture together. I said, okay, so now we are finally connecting the dots. Ivy, Miss Ivy, Nurse Ivy, who we saw last week, that's her mama. That's Adeline's mama, Dexter's ex-wife, or I should say the wife that left him widow, because she's no longer here, right? And I was like, okay, so Sonia is basically her evil twin. So we get to 2013, right? And the way that they have it is like a good twin, bad twin. First we see her in her apartment with Dexter. It's their anniversary. He comes in, surprised her with a little dog and all that stuff. Well, it's kind of a big dog, but she was like, girl, sir, baby boy, I mean, this cute or whatever, but we ain't ready for no dog. hell, we probably ain't even ready for no babies or nothing like that. And he was like, what you mean? She said, now you already knew when we got together, I had already told you that I wasn't sure if I wanted to have a kid or not. And he said, you know what, you did. And I said I wanted to marry you anyway, and it was the best decision that I ever made. But when she did say that she didn't know if she was ready for a kid or whatever, he said, no, she was like, we're not ready for this. Meaning taking care of the animal. Because if you get an animal, especially like when you're in a relationship, some people equate that to how you would treat a baby if you have kids. Girl, he was like, you're 30. Do you know I sat here and I said, huh? I'm sorry, I said 30 where? Girl, you look older than me. I said, you know what, I'm gonna let that slide. This is supposed to be in 2013. Maybe 2013 30 look a little different than 2024 30. I don't know, but either way, your skin look nice. But anyway, so I was just like, oh, okay. They get into a little tiff, but then they get over it. She goes down to a little restaurant that she owned called Ave. What is it? Hestia? That's the name of the episode, right? And she's a chef. She's giving all this little pep talk and they coming all together, whatever. Next thing you know, we see some girl come in there wanting to have a talk with her. Who is the girl? It is Sonia, okay? Sonia from the art gallery. Sonia who made that portrait with her period blood, okay? That Sonia. The one that Anna is jealous of, her, okay? Now, see, Anna is clocking a lot of things. She's putting together the pieces as well, but she hasn't fully connected the dots all the way. I'm pretty sure Preach is about to show her in the next episode. I'm not sure yet, but she's going to fully connect it for her. You know what I'm saying? But she almost there because she already know that everybody in that circle is not who they supposed to be. So you got her doing all of that. And basically, Sonya is her evil twin. Her evil identical twin at that. And it's just so crazy how their lives are intertwined, and how they're different. Basically, Sonya wants her to come back to the fold. Come back to their little habit that they got. Come back to the dark side. And, Addie, she don't like to be called that, but we gonna call her that. Miss Addie said, girl, please. Okay, nobody got time for that. Y'all want to be out here doing all this crazy stuff and taking, being evil and all that. I ain't on that, okay? I'm out here with my man. I got my restaurant. I'm living life and it's cool, okay? Whatever y'all got going on, it ain't what I got going on, and I don't need it, okay? You can have it, you can keep it, you can leave me the hell alone, right? And so when you got that going on, they was playing this game, Russian roulette, but with the knife. I said, Now see, Sonya insisted that they play it. Now they was going back and forth talking about why she should come, why she shouldn't come, why this is this and why this is that, right? And all of a sudden, Sonya, she winds up nicking her finger. So it was Addie's turn, right? Addie was giving it to Sonya too, like, bitch, I ain't finna do this, I ain't finna do that, or whatever, y'all can go and all that stuff, boo, boo, boo. Okay, I don't even care about y'all like that no more, da, 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 da. Girl, next thing you know, she wound up stabbing herself in the middle of her hand. And I mean, straight in the middle of her hand. I said, girl, ain't nobody got time for this. Mind you, Sonya walked out. Sonya walked out. Sonya didn't even try to pull that knife out of her hand. And I said, damn, Sonya, you do your sister like that? Sonya said that bitch didn't want to fuck with me in the first place. Okay, she out here playing in the pentagon, hexagon, whatever you want to call that diabolical shit. Okay, she doing all of that, trying to confront me and get me out the pitching and to put up a protection spell. I really feel like she was putting up a protection spell for her against her family. That's why she went back there in her little cubby, the same little place that Anna got up in that house. And we realized the reason why the whole thing is in the house, that little room in that basement. And remember last week she asked Teal, how come y'all ain't got no cameras down in that basement? And we figure out why. Because Teal is a part of it too. But let me not jump too far. But yeah, so she doing all of that. They wound up getting her, baby. They had went back to like Ireland in 1243, because we see that Sonya got a different accent. Sonya said, oh, you picked the American accent and you do it so well. I haven't picked up on that. So we go back to 1253 when they are like, you know, young adults or whatever, and they stay up with their mama. And, you know, Miss Ivy sitting there eating something like it's so delectable and it's the most delicious thing in the world. And I said, girl, what is you eating? Because this 1243, I don't think the food was that good back then. I'm just saying, I don't think the food was that good back then. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't pasteurized right. Girl, you got Sonya over there. You know, she's being like the mama's pet, just being quiet, and she's the type of person that's gonna do what she's supposed to do what she told. And then you got Addie, who's basically like, why do we have to do this? I don't want to make people evil and do evil things to people. The mama is basically like, girl, fuck you. Okay, whatever I say, go. That's basically what Ivy is saying. And of course, you know, you got Addie that's doing the resistant. And she wound up slapping the dog shit out of Addie and choking her up. And I think she spit at her something. And either whatever she was eating on had got on her chin right here, right? And that comes into play. You know, and basically the reason why they doing all this, it's almost as if like they got a debt to pay. Because when Ivy gave birth to her kids, right? Ivy died. But then them little demons came up in there and they saved her. So therefore, she basically sold her soul, okay? And therefore, she's still going to live on. Her twins are spawns of the devil, you know, and that's just what it is. One don't want to be a spawn. The other one don't. Shit, she said evil is fun. That's what she said. And she apologized. She was like, we're family, okay? I apologize for yoking your ass up. And then she wound up either biting her finger and putting a blood stain right here, and then doing the same thing to Sonya. And she was like, see, we're blood bound. I said, all right, but mind you, she told Sonya to go ahead and eat what was up in that bowl. You want to know what was up in that bowl? Placenta. Fresh placenta. Now I know the girls be eating placenta these days, okay, because they say it's a lot of minerals and vitamins and all that stuff in there. It wouldn't be me. I don't want to eat that, okay. And then she was eating it raw, and as soon as Sonya put it up in there, she was like, I said, what in the mukbang ASMR? Mind you, I got my mic. ASMR is going on over here. Like, girl, what? She about to come on herself when she just put that stuff in her. And I said, oh, what are y'all doing? And it just instantly clicked to me, like, because they was talking about fresh babies or having more babies or something like that, right? And then if you go back to like these little story tales and fairy tales that we hear about and see, especially like in a Disney, when you got the old lady that's or the old queen or the evil stepmama, and they trying to stay young, so they get the young kids blood and all that stuff, whatever, and their essence to stay young and all that stuff. That's what they was doing. I said, oh, it's like that. Okay, you foolish, but that's what was going on. And then it comes back to them, you know, all three having the same spot on their face. I'm thinking that they're going to wipe that shit off, right? Like, that's kind of nasty. Y'all walking around with a blood stain on your face and you ain't going to wipe it off. No, girl, that stayed on their face after they did their little... I said, what is y'all doing? I don't even want to chant because I don't want to bring those type of spirits up in my house. You know, imagine I'm looking at the show already, so they probably there. It don't, you know, it is what it is. But you got that going on. And then back into 2013, you have it so that, you know, Addie, she winds up taking a pregnancy test. Mind you, she already said she didn't want to have kids just yet, right? She didn't know she wanted to have kids. Took a pregnancy test, and that pregnancy test came out positive. Baby, she is full-blown pregnant, right? And so at this point, she feeling some type of way. Like, ain't this about a bitch? She told Dexter that she was, you know, she was on her period. And they was supposed to be going over there to her mama house, or to his parents' house, right? And they had to cancel. Now, see, when the daddy found out that she had to cancel, and because of the whole situation that happened when they was up in when she was in the restaurant and the whole thing with the hand and all of that, they had to cancel. The daddy was pissed off, okay? And I just don't understand what was making him so angry. For people that got control issues and who got anger issues, what is making you so angry? Okay, I mean, he was so pissed off. Okay, he said that bitch crazy as hell. Should never married that kooky bitch. Okay, and made and pay for that stupid ass, dusty ass wedding. I said, excuse me, tell us how you really feel. Damn. Mind you, his mama sitting there trying to say, she's not crazy, she's not this, she's just been through a lot and all of this stuff. And it goes back to show that the mama really wasn't crazy. That's why she wound up dead at the end of the last episode, because she did tell Dexter what was it, and Dexter did know, but he didn't know. We're going to find out why later on in the episode. Because the daddy goes over there to the bar while he over there talking and cussing everything out. And he winds up taking his little drink. And we see him put some chloroform on the towel. I said, what you about to do to Miss Lady? So Miss Lady really was telling the truth about him, drugging her and doing these little satanic rituals and all that stuff with her and all that while she was out, because he basically cussed her ass out and said, don't you talk to me like that, and don't you. I said, calm down. She can't say nothing in her own house. I mean, you probably paying for the stuff, but shit, she can't say nothing in her own house. He said, hell no. I'm going to make it so that she can't say nothing. I'm going to knock her ass out without hitting her. I'm going to just dose her. And that's exactly what he did. And I said, damn, you would do that to your own wife? Like, that's disgusting. That's evil. But I guess that's what the point is, right? And so after that, we get Sonya, not Sonya, but we get Adelaide, or Adeline, Miss Addie. She back at the restaurant, right? And she back there in the back doing her little chef duties and all that, trying to make a buck, okay, trying to make this restaurant work. And then she get called back there saying, oh, it's somebody that's at table number so and so want to talk to you. She was like, girl, now. She didn't even know who they was. She just said, girl, now. They was like, but she ordered like this most expensive meal or something like that they had on the menu. And she said, for real? Either the meal or a drink, you know what I'm saying, that was really expensive, obviously. And she was like, for real? Damn, so I really do got to go out there. Baby, why she go out there and it's Nicolette? Girl, Nicolette looked at her like, girl, it's time for you to take your ass home. She said, bitch, you can get your ass up out of here. Now, Miss Addie, you was about to show your ass in your own restaurant. I said, calm it down, because that voice got a little bit elevated when she saw Miss Nicolette. I said, lower that tone a little bit. Lower that tone, because you don't want people looking around like, girl, what y'all got going on over here? I ain't coming back over here because this is unprofessional. Okay, I don't want that. But Miss Nicolette was trying to tell her, you need to come back home. You can't leave, okay? And, when Addie wasn't giving her the fever that she wanted, girl, she started talking shit about the restaurant and saying that the dessert is dry. And she opened up her hand and she had these baby teeth up in her hand. Them baby teeth look like, spears or something. They was like little sharp little pellets or something. They was like, they miss you and you growing and all that stuff. And I said, girl, what? What is this? Girl, when she left, I said, Next thing you know, we get Teal coming in there. And, Teal is her friend. Mind you, Teal is the place, she's the owner of the place that Anna and Dexter are staying at in the regular season, right? And where all of this stuff is taking place. And so, you got that happening. And she basically tell Dexter that, her family just really ain't the cup of tea, because he wanted to call her family and talk to him and tell her what's going on. And of course, she was like, no, she traumatized by her family and all of that or whatever. Okay, cool. She said Dexter don't even know their names and all that. And this is when he called and told the daddy about them not coming. But then in the restaurant, we find out that Teal had sold her company for like over $1 billion, right? And that she was going to use some of the money to invest in Dexter's career. He is about to be a gallerist, right? Remember, in the regular season, he owns a gallery, and I guess it's doing well, And in that scene with the daddy was also pissed off at him and said that he ain't got no talent. Like, who the fuck cares about their art shit? He needs to find something else to do. He just really wasn't here for him. The daddy was just angry. He was angry at life, and I just didn't understand it, okay? The daddy needed to go take a walk outside, because why are you so angry? Take a chill pill, Um, he said I got the world on my shoulders, and I said that ain't our fault. Damn, you know. Talked about the place that he brought them and all that. I was just like, damn, you talk about your family like that? That's kind of fucked up. And at that moment, you know, that's when Teal said she was gonna give some money to him, and they opened up the gallery. That's when we see them in a restaurant, and they're celebrating, taking pictures or whatever. Remember that picture that Anna had saw of them all together, and then Adeline's, her face turned into Sonya's face. And it wasn't as if because when it kept on saying like she was seeing things, she's really seeing these people. It's just that they playing tricks, okay? Because they are real, right? And then, you know, she go ring shopping. This is when she found all that stuff out or whatever. She did go ring shopping with her man and all that. Or with her friend, I should say. And so, towards the end, we get them back at home. And Dexter, he had found her pregnancy test in the bathroom, in the garbage, okay? And I said, girl, if you ain't want nobody to find out, why you ain't wrap that shit up and go throw it outside? Okay, go throw it out in the big garbage, all right? But no, she threw it in the bathroom garbage. He wound up seeing it, and he was like, oh my God, she's pregnant. He's so happy because that's what he wants. He wants a baby, you know? And so at this point, he's trying to call Adeline. She's not answering her phone. It goes to voicemail. So then he calls the mom and dad. Literally their phone number, I guess it's the same because it's called mom and dad. The house phone, that's what he called. The house phone is off the hook. He calls, and as soon as he calls, it's a busy signal. We see that it's off the hook. He's concerned. I'm like, what do you make? Why do you think? What made him so concerned to go over there? Like, do he realize that the daddy ain't shit, and the daddy probably was doing something to the mama, like beating her ass or whatever? Not no satanic ritual or whatever that we saw was happening, but he got a little concerned, or he just couldn't hold it in, and he needed to tell somebody that I'm gonna be a daddy. I'm gonna be a daddy. And he was like, oh, he go up into the house, he don't see nobody, but he hears some noises. And he like, girl, what's going on? He hear his grunting and all this stuff, whatever, groaning and stuff. He go up into the study, and he see these peoples, and they doing circles and stuff. Baby, they got mama laying like this on the damn stretcher. I said, oh my goodness. They got cords coming out of her, taking her blood and everything. They got needles in her. Mama like this. I said, is mama alive? Well, we knew she was alive because, you know, she didn't die until, you know, the present day, you know? And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Meanwhile, we see all this, and the groaning that we hearing is we seeing them little demon people getting banged out from the back by the daddy. And he got on like the leather S&M things. I said, oh my God, you's a little freak. I saw that. I said, I said, now hold on. I'm supposed to feel some type of way about this and be like, oh, that is so messed up. It was messed up. But when I saw them leather straps on him and everything, I said, oh my God, look at you. You really getting it in. And then had the nerve to look at him and say, this is how you were made, son. I said, which every pump he was saying a word. I said, oh no. And it was like, erase his memory. And then them other two came and just chloroformed his ass too. So now he don't remember. That's what it is. He knows about it, but he don't know about it because they erased his memory. Meanwhile, Ivy had thought that when they took that picture in the bar in her restaurant that she saw her mama in the background. She turned around, she ain't see that lady. But next thing you know, she woke up. The motherfuckers had kidnapped her ass, had her strapped to a table in some stirrups with her legs wide open. I said, what y'all finna do? Y'all not finna inseminate her with something? What, we not going that far, are we? Oh, we not going that far, but we going a little bit further than I thought. I said, oh, that's what we doing? You had Nicolette, you had the mama, you had the sister, and you had somebody else that had their face covered. She was like, bitch, who the fuck is that? It was like, you know her, you gotta guess. You gotta guess. The whole time I'm thinking it's Siobhan. I said, damn, bitch, you been around too? You look like you been around, okay? But it wasn't, and I apologize. I didn't want y'all to hear all that because it was kind of loud. But it wasn't Siobhan. It was Teal. It was Teal, girl. I said, not the best friend. She was like, bitch, you sold your soul for, you sold your company for this. This is, you sold your soul so you could sell your company for all that money. She was like, I'm sorry, girl. I didn't think that I would ever have to betray you like this, but bitch, it is what it is. Okay. Mama was pissed at her. She was like, bitch, you can't leave the fold. What you thought this was? We forever connected, you know? And then Nicolette was saying some stuff. And then Addie said, well, Nicolette, bitch, your ass tried to leave too. She said, girl, shut your mouth. We ain't finna bring up the past. See, I was out my mind then. I'm back. That's the point. I came back. You know. Next thing you know, she was like, I'm not doing this because I don't like it. I'm doing this to punish you. Not to hurt you, but to punish you or something like that. And I said, oh, y'all are evil. Well, yeah, you're living up to what you are, right? And so at that point, she was like, you know, Teal is here so that she can help your husband find his next wife who is going to bear the close to perfect creature that they trying to get, the baby, which Anna is pregnant with right about now, right? I said, oh my God. So she really did hook them up like she said in last week's episode. That's why all of them were there at the art gallery last week. I said, oh my goodness. And I said, well, what you about to do? The girl is pregnant now. She said, girl, this baby ain't finna go and see the light of day, but the baby finna help me out. I said, now how is that gonna happen? Next thing you know, she put that knife and she stabbed it in her stomach. I said, that's your daughter. That's your daughter. You doing that to your daughter? And she said, I don't give a damn. Okay. I said, I guess not. She stabbed her and ripped her all the way open and dug in the inside of her and took her blood out. First of all, I didn't understand why that blood looked muddy. Adelaide, you need to drink some water. Okay. You needed to drink some water. It looked like you was drinking nothing but liquor. Okay. Nothing but brown liquor. You know. And she started putting that all over her face. She was like, oh, the beauty, the youth. I said, you need some dick. See, if you had a man or a woman, you probably wouldn't be doing all this shit, okay? Like, come on, y'all doing a little bit much, girl. And next thing you know, everybody started doing it. I said, oh my God. Even Teal. I said, this how y'all stay forever young. They giving me the Sanderson sisters. That's what they giving me, okay? Catch that if you know what that is. You all right with me. Next thing you know, we see Nicolette with a gas can and she's pouring gas over kerosene over her body while she's up in that chair. Addie, I said it's bad enough that you cut this lady's stomach open with no anesthesia and she's wide open and she's wide awake too. And you're gonna just pour gasoline on her body like that? I think I just got through playing in this lady's insides like that. And then lit the match and just burnt her ass up. I said, that is fucked up. Talk about a dysfunctional family. Well, that was giving very much Cain and evil. Good, or Cain and Abel, I should say. Good versus evil and all of that. I ain't gonna lie, this episode was kind of cute. It kept my attention. That's why y'all got a, more entertaining review. But yeah, I can't wait to see how Siobhan comes into play with this. But yeah, and honestly, for Kim Kardashian, she is doing a good job for the most part, because I don't hold her up to any stand. Let me stop. I was about to be shady, but I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, she doing good. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold it, okay? But yeah, you guys tell me how you felt about the episode, and I hope you guys like the quality of this. But I'll see you guys later, all right? Peace. Have a good weekend.